There's a lot of content about Sonic the Hedgehog on YouTube, but specifically, I wanted to go into a specific genre of Sonic content, and that would be Sonic character channels. Around 2 years ago, I made a video specifically about this kind of content, but it really didn't age all that well, and I wouldn't recommend you watch it. So this is basically just like a better version of that original video. I used to be very invested in this kind of content until I stopped watching it, and I just want to give my specific thoughts on all of it. There's a lot of interesting aspects to this content I want to get into, so let's just get right into it. So for every Tails and Sonic and Pals, you have your Speedy Blues, or your Multiverse Sonics, and your Silver the Hedgehogs. Now what do I mean by this? Well, a lot of this content could basically differ in like different genres. You'll have Let's Play videos, like reaction videos, VR chat videos, and way more. This kind of content I brought up is like fine enough as is. It's like okay, it's passable at the end of the day. Like I was able to sit through it as long as the videos weren't super annoying. I could sit through a Tails and Sonic Pals video. I could sit through a Gotta Go Fast video. And I guess a Charmy B one too. If this kind of content didn't get into super weird territory or like super annoying, I could sit through it. But don't worry, I'll get back to the weird stuff later on. Now, something really interesting about Speedy Blue, Multiverse Sonic, and Silver is that they actually try to tell stories with Sonic characters, with some original characters sprinkled in there. I guess mostly with Speedy Blue and Multiverse Sonic. It's actually honestly a nice change of pace from your basic Let's Play reaction videos. Like, it's actually kind of cool seeing channels do this kind of stuff, and I wish more of these channels, like, did this more often. In later years, Gotta Go Fast tried to do this, but the execution wasn't all that great, but they tried, I guess. But I wasn't invested enough to watch what Speedy Blue was up to. He has an entire arc on his channel about Sonic's dad coming back, and it actually was, like, kind of investing to watch. But as a whole, this content's, like, fine enough as is, unless it doesn't get into, like, weird territory, or, like, bad character. Oh, wait, I'm about to get into that. So yeah, sometimes these channels can't get the characterization correctly of Sonic characters, and I'm not going to get mad at these creators for that because they probably grew up in specific eras of Sonic, but basically Amy will sometimes just be stuck with 2010's character writing, making watching Sonic and Tails Pals videos kind of unbearable. Hooray! Knuckles could just be kind of an idiot sometimes. So, yeah, they basically just made him stupid like in the 2010s, he's just dumb. Sonic could just be kind of an unlikable douche. And I don't think I need to go into the rest of this. It just makes watching, like, Sonic character content just a little unbearable to watch. There's another aspect to this whole characterization thing, and that would be parodies of the original characters. So, like, Tails Likes DeviantArt, which is, like, gonna be honest, kinda weird. There's this one channel out there where Shadow the Hedgehog is a simp and he's down bad for Rouge, which is, like, kinda funny, I'm not gonna lie. Just a little bit. There's this version of the Knuckles character that's trying to basically just scam you with this thing called Nux Coin. You don't really see this a lot with Sonic character channels because some of them try their hardest to, like, stay accurate to the original characters. Not really, but they try. The only Sonic character channel I can name that has stayed closely to the original character of a Sonic character would probably be the Silver channel, honestly. A lot of other character channels in this genre try to be as accurate to the original characters, or are just parodies. So it's interesting seeing this channel actually, like, sorta get the gist of Silver's character. I don't think I've seen any video from them where they've gotten this character wrong. But overall, characterization on these channels are pretty much just a mixed bag. Sometimes you'll have parodies, sometimes you'll have hard workers, and sometimes you'll just have ripping from specific eras. So like with characterization, voice acting could be kind of a mixed bag. Like some of it could actually be kind of great, but then there's just like some not the best voice acting. Darkbox, or Speedy Blue, aka the dude running the channel, actually has a pretty good Sonic voice, and I almost wish he was voicing the guy in the games. I can definitely tell that the guy does have experience with voice acting because, well, he's been doing it for years from what I can tell. So, yeah, he doesn't do like the worst job when it comes to voicing Sonic. But then let's get into a Sonic and Amy squad. You can tell both of the people running this channel are just voicing all the characters, and it's kind of inconsistent. Sonic sounds fine, Amy sounds fine, Tails sounds fine. I'm kind of bugged by Knuckles' voice a little bit. Same for Shadows, but it's like, I don't know, not like the best, but like fine, I guess. I'm looking back at the Charmy channel, and it just doesn't really sound like Charmy. I guess they tried. It's just kind of a mixed bag. I could bring up some other channels too, like Emerald Masters. They do an alright job voicing, like, Knuckles. I do like their Shadow, though. I'll say that now. I also know there's the parody channels, but I'm fine with, like, this Shadow guy not sounding like Shadow. Like, I'm fine with Shadow sounding like a 16-year-old boy because he's a simp. I do know sometimes these channels do bring on, like, I guess, guest characters for people to voice them. Like with, like, voice acting for the main characters, it's kinda hit or miss, and I'd probably recommend they, like, practice a bit. If you decide to look into these channels, you could stumble upon some pretty weird, strange content. Not all of it's, like, falls into that category, but it's still, like, you could still find strange and weird content. Like, go take a look at the Tails and Sonic Pals channel. You'll find something strange on there. Not all of it's, like that, but you'll still find something if you look hard enough. I'm just remembering that some Speedy Blue videos would have, like, Sonic cursing, and there were some pretty, like, raunchy jokes here and there. But, I mean, I guess say, like, do what you want, man, but it's pretty funny he knows he has a child audience watching him. I guess same for the Shadow channel, too, but probably for, like, less of a degree. But if you decide to look around, you might find some, like, weird thumbnails here and there. Maybe some weird titles, too. Bringing up this guy again, but I think it's funny that this guy has never really fallen into that category. I don't know, he seems, like, far more humble than the other channels, I guess. I guess I could throw Emerald Masters and Multiverse Sonic in here. I don't think they've ever fallen into that category before. So overall, Sonic character content to me is a very interesting genre on YouTube. It's kind of starting to die out a little bit. I don't really see many YouTubers like Tails and Sonic Pals uploading anymore. I've never realized how many aspects these channels have to them, and it's just interesting to me. It's just an interesting genre of content to me. So, as a whole, like, the kind of content these channels make are, like, fine, but there is, like, I guess the somewhat weird aspect to them here and there. But it's, like, I guess, fine at the end of the day. So that's basically it for me, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.